So I'm going to do some other examples for you to point out some common errors, or to straighten out some common misconceptions people have. So first, this expression that I have here, I have x minus 2 in parentheses, that whole quantity times x plus 1. This is made up of two terms. The first term is the x minus 2 in parentheses times x. The second term is just the 1. So the x minus 2 is the first factor of the first term, and the x is the second factor of the first term, right? And then the 1 is just the second term of the whole expression. Okay, now that's completely different from this situation here where I have x minus 2 in parentheses, that quantity, times the quantity x plus 1. This is a single term. It is made up of two factors. The first factor is x minus 2, and the second factor is x plus 1. It's completely different from the first example that I have on this video. Okay, do not write this expression that I have on the left if you mean this expression that I have on the right. In other words, do not leave out parentheses if you mean that the thing should have parentheses. These are two completely different things, so you don't write one like you would write the other, because that just leads to confusion. And it's just wrong. Okay, let's look at another example. I have 2x plus 3 in the numerator here. And on the bottom I have 2 and then parentheses x plus 5. So the x plus 5 is in parentheses. So what I've got here is that this 2 on the denominator, in the denominator, is a factor of the denominator. It's being multiplied by x plus 5. In the numerator, the 2 in the numerator is not a factor of the numerator. It's only a factor of the first term of the numerator, not a factor of the numerator. Okay, and I'll show you why that's important in a moment here. So there's a rule in algebra that if you have a number a times a number b over a number a times a number c, then the a's cancel. All right, now this assumes a is not 0, but if it was 0, you wouldn't write a over a, so it's not. So the a's will cancel. And the reason is because you can take a over a first, you get 1, any number divided by itself is 1, and then take that and multiply it by b over c, and you get b over c. So you're canceling by dividing here, which leaves a 1, and 1 times a number is the number, right? So the 1 disappears because you're multiplying. Right, so I'm writing out here what I just said. So usually we just do this shortcut and cancel the a's. But remember, you're canceling by dividing, which does not leave a 0. It leaves a 1, which we don't write if there is a number b and a number c next to it. If b is a 1, then yes, we need to write a 1 there where b is. If c is a 1, we just leave it off because we don't need to write a 1 in the denominator if it's the only thing in the denominator. Right. But that's the basic rule for canceling by division. It just says if a factor of the numerator is the same as a factor of the denominator, not of a piece of the denominator, not of a term of the denominator, of the whole denominator, then the two cancel. So the problem I have in this previous example up here, I have 2 is a factor of the denominator, but 2 is not a factor of the numerator, so these 2's do not cancel. This green 2 here is only a factor of the first term of the numerator, and that's not good enough to cancel with this 2 in the denominator. Okay, so this is a common mistake people make. They think that the rule is if there's a number in the numerator that's the same as a number in the denominator, they cancel. That's completely wrong. Get that out of your head. It has nothing to do with reality. Okay, that is not the rule at all. It has to be a factor of the numerator is the same. If a factor of the numerator is the same as a factor of the denominator, then those two factors cancel. Okay? You can't take a shortcut and just say there's a 2 in the top and there's a 2 in the bottom, so they cancel. Don't do that, because you'll just get algebra wrong all the time.